Category 5 storm. In fact, it has become the strongest hurricane in modern records to hit the Bahamas, and it is still making its way to the southeastern part of the United States. We're covering the storm from all angles for you. We're going to start with meteorologist Michelle Grossman. Michelle, the concern is not just with more powerful winds, but this storm also is moving, the phrase is slow as molasses. What, a couple miles an hour at this point? What kind of problems does that add to the recipe here?
Oh my gosh, Alex, this is a dire situation in the Bahamas right now. It did make landfall a few minutes ago in Elbow Cay, Abacos, and we are looking at 185 mile per hour winds gusting higher than that. So we are looking at a dangerous, and I've heard it described as a nightmare situation. We are looking at video where we're seeing water already up to halfway to the top of the cars, and this is just beginning. We are looking at 36 hours of pounding rains from this Cat 5 storm, just a huge storm in a very dire situation. We could possibly see the geography of the northwestern Bahamas changed after this storm. Let's take a look at the storm. You can see these thunderstorms just swirling around it. Almost a perfect eye. Here's the Abaco Islands as it comes on shore here just a few minutes ago. And we are already hearing reports of power outages, and they're going to need a lot of help in the next couple of weeks. Now let's take a look at where we are right now in terms of wind speeds. 185 mile per hour winds. We could see gusts up to 220 miles per hour. We've never seen that before. So this is a historical event that is unfolding right before our eyes and will be unfolding over the next 36 hours. Let's track it for you. Category 5 right now. Through Monday, we're going to see it sustained at a Category 5. There's not much in its way. It is going over a landmass, but the Bahamas are not very mountainous, so it's not going to do its job tearing it up. It's over those warm waters. We don't have a lot of wind shear. We don't have a lot of dry air, so it sort of has the free fall to keep as a Category 5 storm. And then we expect that turn Category 4 storm sometime on Tuesday, and still hoping that the models hold true, that we followed up to the north. We see that curve around the high, hugging the coast here. Still are going to have some issues along the coast, but we are not seeing a landfall along the coast of the U.S. Let's focus, though, right now on the Bahamas because we are thinking about all the residents and tourists there. Category 5 storm, of course, a hurricane warning right now. That means things are happening. We are looking at that torrential downpour right now, rain. We're looking at those heavy winds with 185 miles per hour. I really can't even wrap my head around 220 mile per hour wind gusts. We're going to see that move off to the Grand Bahama Islands as well. I want to show you this graphic here because when we talk about hurricanes, we think of wind, we think of rain. We don't often think about storm surge because I think it's hard to picture what storm surge is. Just picture it as water. It's a wall of water that gets pushed on shore, and we could see a storm surge 18 to 20